All right, guys, now we're going to discuss informal contractions. We just talked about contractions in general, which is the pronoun and the verb, or the verb and a verb, the different things that where you put them together, you leave out a specific, usually a vowel, and you put an apostrophe in there. Well, today, this video is discussing informal contractions. What do I mean by that? Well, in native English, we choose to kind of link our words like we just learned about in week 1. And so we actually use kind of what we call slang. We just run all these words together, we squish them, and we pronounce them differently. And because we do that, as an English learner, for you, it's really hard to understand. So if I said, "What you doing tonight?" You're like, "What did Miss P just say? I don't know." Or wouldn't you rather do something different? So we speak differently. Where are you going? How are you? What do you want me to do? Shouldn't you? Okay, and so we just use a lot of slang. So let's take a look at a list. This is going to help you a little bit, and then you're going to have quite a few assignments with this one, because this is how we're going to practice learning about informal contractions. And again, informal contractions, they're the contractions that we use in everyday English. And once you learn and you figure out what these people are saying, you will be amazed at how much English you begin to understand. Because you know English, you probably can read English, you can write English, but when it comes to listening, what are those people saying? So let's take a look. So again, we are here, week 2. You should have already done the contractions assignments and the quiz. Now we're going to look at this list, and this is what we're going to base all these assignments off of. Okay, so let's open up our list. Informal contractions. I'm going to open this up. Now, they are just shortened words or phrases that we use in English and in informal writing. It's kind of like texting. When you text each other, you don't write words, you shorten it. Now, we never ever use informal contractions when we are writing a formal letter. Never ever. You don't even use contractions. You always write it out, okay? So they're similar to a contraction, okay? But we don't always put apostrophes in them. So let me give you some examples. We're going to look at this. Wouldn't, see, these are regular contractions. Would not, can't, cannot, haven't, have not, should have, should have, she's, she is, he'd, he would. Regular contractions, right? You know that, okay? But informal are shortened forms of the words, okay? So instead of going to, we say gonna. We don't say I am going to the store. We say I'm gonna go to the store, okay? Instead of let me, we say let me. Let me do it by myself. Okay, instead of kind of, I kind of want to go out tonight, we say kinda, I kinda want to go. I want to go out tonight. And then instead of don't know, do you know the answer to this? We say, I don't know. I didn't know. All right, so I want you to practice saying those for me, okay? So going to is gonna. Our jaw drops, gonna. Gonna. Let me becomes lemme. Lemme. Remember when we were linking, we just mushed them together. Kind of becomes kinda, kinda. And don't know becomes dunno. Where's your brother? I dunno. Dunno. All right, and so if you say it really fast, I don't know. If you say I don't know, it begins to sound like the shortened informal contractions, okay? So they're very common, and if you want to sound more like a native speaker, you're going to say those words quickly and they will begin to sound more natural to us, okay? So I've given you a list here of contractions with you, okay? So here's some with you. Don't you, okay? Don't you? Don't you like the movie? Didn't you? Didn't you like the movie? Didn't you do your homework? Won't you becomes won't you? Won't you drive the car? Won't you go tonight? What are you becomes whatcha or whatcha. What you doing? Huh? What? Means what are you doing? Sometimes we say what's up? What is up? That means what are you doing? What's up? Got you becomes gotcha. Did you understand? Gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. Bet you, that's a way to agree. Will you show up tonight? You betcha. I will. That's like an emphatic, strong yes. You betcha. That means you betcha, or just betcha means I will. Okay. Contractions with have. Should have, shoulda. Could have, coulda. So repeat these, okay? Shoulda, coulda. Would have, woulda. Might have, mighta. Must have, musta. Couldn't have, couldn't'a. Couldn't'a. Couldn't have done it. He wasn't there. Shouldn't have, shouldn't'a. Wouldn't have, wouldn't'a. Nick wouldn't have known about the meeting. I didn't tell him. She would have, she'da. She'd have taken you to the store. She would have taken you, she'da. See how much we shorten that word, that phrase? Instead of she would have taken you, we say she'd have taken you. She'd have taken you. What did she say? Oh, she would have taken me to the store. Okay. He would have. He'd have. I would have. I'd have taken you. And here, I'd have, we'd say I'd have, I would have. I'd have taken you. Okay. They would have. They'd have. You would have. You'd have done the same thing for me. You'd have given me a ride. Okay. Contractions with of, kinda, outta. I'm out of milk. Can you get me some? Cuppa. I need a cup of sugar. Sorta. I sorta like you. And a lot becomes lotta, a lotta. All right, more contractions with to now. Got to, gotta. I gotta go now. My ride's here. Going to becomes gonna, gonna. What you gonna do? Need to, needa. So you notice what we're doing when we linked last time, how that we only pronounce it once, right? And the O becomes the schwa sound, the okay? So it's more the A sound at the end, okay? So want to, wanna, have to, has to, has ought to, oughta. I ought to study tonight. Supposed to, supposed to. Used to, used to. And then some other ones here. And these are not all of them, but these are some of the basics, a good start for you to learn. Give me becomes gimme. Do you remember our minimal pairs, voiced and voiceless? The where our mouth is at the same spot. Gimme, gimme, give me, give me. Our lips just all smushed together. Let me becomes lemmy. Tell them becomes tell 'em, tell 'em. Don't know, there's dunno. Am not, are not, is not, ain't. So this is slang. Ain't doing nothing. He ain't been here. This is considered bad English. Bad English. Got a, I got a job today. Come on, come on, let's go to the party. And some more becomes some more, some more. So this list, I want you to practice this list, okay? So practice for me. And you're going to go back here now, and you have several assignments. One is writing sentences. One is another list of contractions, some fill in the blank, another dialogue, and then I'm giving you a song that I want you to fill in the words you hear. All right? So I'll be back with more later. Continue just going through your list, and I'll see you after a while. If you have any questions at all, you can send me an email, and over here is an inbox. And so if you click that little inbox, then you can email me. And if you can't figure that out, you can send me one from your personal email to, my email is apercy59274. Let me say that again. aper59274 at troy.edu. Send me an email if you have any questions at all. All right? I'll talk to you guys later. Have fun with it.